Aquawaha Boy Rocks here again. You're going to get 2 intros for the price of 1. I had already recorded the intro to this video, and then I found something out, so I wanted to put something right up front in case you didn't watch till the end of the video. Now, this is completely unsponsored. I have nothing to do with any of these organizations, except I think this is a cool opportunity. You're going to see some really cool petrified wood in this video from McDonald Ranch. And if you're in the Pacific Northwest or Central Oregon area, June 18th, as part of the Prineville Powwow, they're going to have a field trip to this ranch. So generally you have to get a hold of the owners, find a time that they're available to meet you at the gate, take you back, and kind of be around while you're digging. They don't sit there and watch you, but they have to kind of get you in there and be available to weigh you out and take your money and all that. Well, this will be part of one of the field trips for the Prineville Powwow. Alex McDonald Ranch. I met him a couple of years ago when I was out there. Great guy, great place to dig. He has a number of pits for petrified wood, at least one for thunder eggs and angel wing agate, and just some really interesting minerals there on his property. So wanted to make sure you knew about that, and I'm going to get into the video. Hey, Aquawaha Boy Rocks here, and this is going to be another video on a location I did a couple of weeks ago, and that would be McDonald Ranch in Ashwood, Oregon. I mentioned they had several different things there. We looked at a thunder egg. I mentioned they had angel wing agate, and today we're going to look at some petrified wood. This is agatized or opalized piece here. You can see on this side it's got great cellular replacement, retains a lot of the original wood structure. This piece is light as a feather, so it's definitely not agatized, maybe silicified, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you can almost flake away the layers, but it's not just new rotting wood, it's petrified. So I've got a bunch of different pieces of this, so I'm going to take you off the tripod and we're going to take a look at it. So forgive the clutter. I guess that just means I've been busy getting some things done, but I brought more wood home than this. I don't know what I've done with all of it. Some of it I do know. I've given some of it away, but I've got a pretty good variety. This is a nice little piece. Could go in a big tumbler, or you could make some cabs out of that. But this is one of the things I love about this location, McDonald Ranch, is the way the grain is so well preserved, and this wood works really well when it's in that state. Here's another piece that you can really see the grain in. And I've got some of these bigger chunks. Look at that. That would really make a nice slab. I went to this location early in my last trip, so I was trying not to spend too much of my money. They were charging about $2 a pound for this. And a big chunk of wood like this adds up in weight quickly. But this next trip I'm going to be looking preferably for some rounds, This is the only thing I got that might be a round. I need to cut an end off of it and look at it. I'd rather have some rounds. I've seen some really nice rounds come from this location, but if not, I'm going to be looking for chunks like this. When you get chunks like this and you're mailing rocks back, it really starts to fill up the box and it leaves a lot of empty space in the box, so it's not very efficient to get your money out of the flat rate box. But still a gorgeous piece of wood. I'm going to pick a piece of this, put it in a saw, and maybe make a cab so that you can see that. Alright, I picked this gnarly piece of petrified wood for the grain that you can't really see from this side, but I've got it clamped in the crown saw, auto feed saw. I'll have to do a walkthrough on this pretty soon, but you can see I've got quite a bit sticking out of the end of the clamp. I'll get a nice little end cut and 4 or 5, maybe only 3, but probably 4 slabs out of that piece of wood. So here is the end cut and the 2 cabs I made out of the wood from McDonald's Ranch. Now you can see the cabs need a little bit more polishing help. The one on the left I tried to do with the cerium oxide powder, and you can see there's a little bit stuck in the imperfections in the rock. The one on the right I polished with a pre-charged cerium oxide belt that goes on my expandable drum, and you just kind of flood it with water and take a very gentle hand with it, and it's much less prone to getting the cerium oxide into the cracks in the rock. So you can see the grain just barely. I'm going to cut in some DSLR photos so you can hopefully see the grain a little better. But that's, I thought, pretty cool results for a gnarly piece of rock. So one more thing I wanted to show you. I don't know if you noticed this piece of wood sitting on the table when I was going through it the first time. I purposely didn't get into it when I got into the rest of it, but I just think this is a really cool piece. You can see here by my pinky, there's some agate. One of the things they have there is angel wing agate, and an angel wing, it forms much more impressive structures, but I think these almost stalactite type of agate structures are really cool. I could probably clean that up a little bit, but this is a really cool piece. You can see the wood grain. And then when I open it up, this is what you've got. Was really impressed with this when I cut it. I kind of polished it up yesterday. Put one of these down so I could hold it better, but this brecciated area, even got a little crystal pocket there. It's really got a lot going on with this piece of wood. Now, a lot of times you would cut a piece like this across the grain to get the grain on the face, but I could see that this was going to be interesting, so I wanted to go across that area. So I've got the grain kind of running this way, but across it, so, or not across it, with the grain. I'm with the grain, so I don't have that classic pattern, but I think it's pretty good. I think it polished up pretty well, and overall, really excited about that piece. Have these agate features on the back. Agate filling in where it's brecciated. just a cool piece. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed getting to see some great petrified wood from McDonald Ranch in Central Oregon. It's great material to work with. It's really solid, works real well. Takes a pretty nice polish, even with my rudimentary polishing skills. So again, if you're planning on going to the Prineville Powwow or you're in that area, they will be having a field trip, or at least it's scheduled. The prices aren't posted yet, but I think I paid $2 a pound for the wood 2 years ago, so maybe that'll be a ballpark of what he'll charge the group, and that'd be a great opportunity to get out to a great rock counting location with a variety of different materials that you can look for. Okay, we'll see you next video.